king of the N6 World Championship.
Dapat ya.
So let that sink in. Because of this format and the wild card, played 100 days of MLBB so far. World class.
Talk about records. I feel like every day I started in the knockout phase, and I've been seeing records left and right, and that just shows you that it's full of surprises, and maybe we have more in store after this limited series.
Hold up. You mentioned first thing by the Cavalry. But that's like that 3 jugglers and pick up the alpha was left for the Usurper.
Exactly, that's what they do, man. Normally they do it on the first big side. Normally it's, all right, we're going to take out 2 jugglers and take what's left. And now it's like, all right, we got another switch up here. We thought you were not draft us. We got the answer.
The high usage is out here, though. Some back line flying at this E, but they already going for that little bit of the Alliance special from season 14.
Ayah ni dah, ayah ni.
You look at the Cowboys here. Yes, the taking of the alpha, even an IM not so much in the series, but we're also good stuff. Closing out the first stage, a signature across the board here. And now they're going to start playing lockdown gold later because after the match, Justin gets first pick at
Mr. Kelra, the gold standard. If they don't want to, the god of the gold, they have options still, right? There's possibilities. Now, the alpha pick King Kong has done, I mean, probably the best performance out of any other jungler on the alpha. Won several games on it, including TLID.
Yeah, I wonder if the Rams will come out of this. This is something worth TLID banning out. Then we go right behind it's going to be that Moscow. Maybe taking both off the table and making more of a challenge in the goal lane could be the plan.
good keyword, challenge. Because of that Harrod ban, a special pick for Aaron Kiki. Will TLID entertain this jab from Cortoy and Cortez? Like, so we're taking out gold dingers? And it looks like, nah, because there's nothing going to be left for Aaron. TLID taking out Bluestone picks, there goes the tape.
Alright, so where do we go from here, right? I think TLID knows that they get first pick on the gold, so they don't want to ban in gold, right? They want to leave something open for themselves here. That's not one limited. Aaron, we still have future possibilities, we still have plenty of options for
It's up there. You can actually play these last matches that open.
Talk about this drawhead for a little bit today. Still have yet to see it. It's such a threat on isolation plays. Also, this is going to be potentially the first game we may not see. He's going to lose it run up at the top.
There's the bag. Good read, Steph.
Yeah, definitely not going to allow those confidence to slide in. Like you said, little margin for error from the side of TLID. They have to win this scrap. They have to get the most optimal competition to not only win it here, but also in the micro games in the game.
Right now looks like after the both that as well as the Eve got the range. The Eve is already doing well against Shin. Adding on to that in the Eve, looking at FNOP, the mid-trio here, they're not going to let this high so far. I don't see how TLID can be around the map.
TLID has some. TLID has some.
Dia kita
Exactly what they want, right? He's one ball now, the rest of the damage. So we can't have any trouble with that. Last time we saw this Hilda against King Kong's alpha, they went for this early invasion, was completely backfired on them. So TLID just needs to round things out here. Maybe not go for something super technical like the high lows, but something maybe more on the fast game side.
So they are going to pick up the ratio. That makes sense. You see the highlights there. Before we go, it's the good old trusty Carmilla. One thing of the only game so far they have in the series. What was it going to be? Is it going to be a matrix? Is it going to be his signature pick?
I'm not sure if TLID has to come back. I'm just putting it out there.
Damage profile.
Talked about it and said they had a little margin for error. Is this the track that can make the difference for the micro games?
Well, in Onyx with this one, this is the final time the panel will be on screen. So thank you everyone, but now let's review the castings.
I think someone came on breaking it down once again. It's be nice to get in here to bring you a championship point game right now. The TLID extend this series. Again, it's best of 5. They have the chance, best of 7. They have a chance here. What do you guys think of the drafts for this one?
I think this one's going to be a lot more interesting, right? FNOP take a completely separate angle of targeting Fabian, and now the early game as well. The TLID need to snowball off this comp. There's so much control. This looks like the usual objective snowball analysis we're going to get. First one all the way to
Well, let's see if this can happen here again. FNOP facing championship point, 1 win away from being crowned the F6 World Champions. TLID, this lineup haven't come in before, and they can make it work again, and that's a good little preview of what's at stake here. Early in the game already, what's happening in mid lane. It's pretty clear.
Lagi tu dia lepas tadi.
He's going for more fight. Impressive blast. Won't be able to push it out as quick as a run. Only for the earlier stages of the game. Later on might be a bit more tough. But let's see how your head's still going to be. First little water goes. He's up from TLID, King Kong, and that we go earlier. They can go for more, but respects TLID's control with the juicy.
The biggest thing about this is TLID wants to go ahead and have these winning fights is really playing against the massive amount of crowd control and also just space advantage that FNOP can set up for you in this kind of composition. So even with the EP, I mean, again, looking at it, Kurt, we just saw performance with the EP still running that war triumphum, but even so, the amount of mobility that is here for Calvin this time around, running even a sprint, he's going to be able to maneuver easily around these team fights, and the TLID has to be able to shut that down.
He can play on, I actually be unfortunate he can play on near line. Like, he kind of want to cross the line up and kill him, which is why he got extra movements being in his ankles, just to kind of keep up with it. But as soon as that sprint pops, there's no keeping up with it at all, especially if he takes a hit from a huge call. Nevertheless, the RC is big enough to use his iron now. Actually, no. This is the control we were talking about. They have to utilize it's a backward. King Kong is set down below. Who's so they all in here.
What's the
Again, another battle spell used here on both sides. Really, all this first turtle really taking the time. Iran will hold it up the front. They can go to the fight. Doesn't happen from the front. Give it 10 seconds, so they might just let it start this up. Take control of it as they do. So gives the information. Doesn't happen all the time, so not going to give too much as he can't though. It builds up again. Trying to start and that level.
I mean, as much as Team Liquid, I don't mind taking the turtle. Honestly, I feel like it's a bigger win for Fnatic on a behavior of getting your jungler and more importantly, you're not even getting the opportunity for TLID to start a snowball. I mean, let's just go match by match, right? So he's hurting the Hezbollah, especially with both the supports happening in the lane. I think it's just very interesting, but great approach here from Fnatic on the lane. It's a double going on top of that.
Oh, sakit dia tadi.
Hammer down on this turret goal. On the turret goal down. Yes, still. Now back to the player. Yeah, over to King Kong. There's no damage. Also,
that's the thing. We're seeing a lot of these fights where it's like, they're dropping down a little bit and doing the fast. And this is all the thing, right? If you can go ahead and catch a goal for either team, and that's great. But like you just mentioned, FNOP kind of delays this. They don't actually have to go and
Dia basuh dia.
Even with the first flood, there was actually follow up and also major targets already down. So really dying like that. At least Fabian able to find one back. At this point, I think the Fnatic on PH are in a pretty comfortable spot overall. So doesn't mind dying a couple more times, but this next neutral objective might be really tough for TLID to actually get on top of. So it's all about, hey, how many battle spells do you have? If you get hit by the first flood, can we die from ARCG, maybe even around for luck?
you see this too, Kelra already have the Ocelot.
Hai.
They're not going to go for it.
Yeah, and live coming after too, but it's more so just
again, kind of limit testing each other. Balance the depth is up here. So you're worrying about Super Prince setting things up. It's going to be started up too.
King Kong holding it. Still locked number 12. Last number still on him. King Kong on the turtle. Everybody locked in on the King Kong.
Mana ni?
And start to show Christopher Prince, already doing a great job of just sitting up yard and left. It's the goalie one too. A lot of this utility that comes from this evening is the advantage when it comes to those turtle fights. Even for Keller to show up on that back line, pop the sprint and maneuver around. Again, that's what TLID has to be weary of.
Exactly, about looking for these smart technicals and not to necessarily be caught specifically by that curse of blood. It can get a little tough, especially when TLID is open up dominating run.
Hari kau dah takut. Kita kejar tu.
Dominating this jungle matchup. Maybe still is able to secure the purple ball, but King Kong's a level ahead on the outcome. He's gonna wait for it. Oh, yes, now first one on all three of the members of the
Overextension, trying to set up under that two current Fabian, having a great start in net on the side. They're going to have to do something about Keller here because eventually that is going to be a kill. It's a damage check, it's under half.
Already final wrap up. He's going to go under pretty quick. Okay. Nicolau matchup jumping out strong. Pretty out as well. It deals next kill. He picks up the kill. The turtle TLID is some way they're actually able to equalize that goal. No longer a big, scary goal for FNOP. Alright. So where does the majority of the goal actually coming from? And I think look at the goal it's Keller, right? I think he's got like what, 2,000 air on hold on, Box Shadows might have been too much there for Skip, but even so, that's a majority of the damage from that. Not play around him.
Kau dah kejar gila.
50% one auto plus the pass.
And he's just doing that to delay him on big butt.
Out of nowhere, becomes a 2-for-1 for Liquid ID.
Oh, no. Okay.
Team Liquid ID are actually pulling this back now with the lead of their own. At the very least, still has a very stable pick. Let's look at these items and really start to compare because wow, shocking lead for Kelra, but then there is compensation when it comes down to something jungle, compensation when it does. Also comes down to different too.
Interestingly enough, as many kills as Fabian has on Hayabusa, the fact that King Kong is not too far behind in essence against the economy here, that's fine for him because that's what King Kong does with Alpha Pick. It isn't to go and fight and fight and fight. It's really just trying to lock down some performance later on. You have some more of that tankiness on this Alpha. You play around your setup potential and you just let Kama shine. And this Sniper was actually picked up already for that.
He's going for a third item. I think he recognizes that the Ernesto is giving him a lot of kill anyway. Same goes for Iran. They need those big finishers, which means I would assume that Fabian is going into these fights just to chump. And to be fair, the juicy on those snipers are too, right? Like that's the whole build we're seeing for Ernesto. It looks like he's on the way for a second item sniper. So they'll have two. Now, is that a bit too greedy or is that good?
I think it's part of the answer is just get rid of Kelra. Whether it's either or, as long as you take Kelra out of the picture, then they lose a lot of that damage potential. And we'll see if that gamble really works. Even with an idea.
Balik dulu.
Quite well preserved by TLID. I mean, it might not be over just yet. Here with Kinamo and Terran TV. It's great. The target acquisition in the tandem with Fabian making sure that Superfix does not get that much value out of his RWA. It happens so fast. And honestly, I gotta give it away. He's been fighting like 2-man, 3-man Crimson Blood. That's a critical moment.
Again, this cartel pick for waiting unfortunately that has even their whole journey up to this point in the grand final.
Someone else becomes the X factor. So 1, 2, 3, I think it was Calra all around now. Rusto from out of nowhere.
It's always one of them, and that's again why they have been called the super fam. Every single player, every single role and lane and filled and just perform at a peak here throughout the tournament and now through the grand final. It's TLID on the back foot now trying to just defend even the buffs. King Kong putting up pressure, nearly over 15. Again, with this, Team with an ID still in fighting form, not a massive deficit to work against, but it gets increasingly more difficult when they approach these board fights because of that setup potential from FNOP.
Oh, but even so, at the end of the day, it really comes down to just a hard execution, right? As much as Fnatic PH are able to kind of control this tempo, the execution for these are way too low.
Yeah, he's coming. Let's go!
Two bases are taken down. Now one more up top. Kelra. Second unit. Two more shots to the turret. It will survive for a bit. Kelra wants to go for it. Walks up a few more times. One more time. That's another keeps it out.
Wants to hold on that one. David jumps in.
Goes through another way like David. Watch out back for David. And the damage. On the way now. Let's get it.